Morning. Hello, folks. How are you doing today? It is Thursday, the 11th, and today what I want to show you is going to be our finger length lab. I've tried a couple of times now to upload classes onto YouTube, and they are blocking it, and they don't allow it because we're in sexual reproduction and we are using terms and images that are no. So unfortunately, what that means is for the current part of the unit, until we get through the female reproductive system and we get to the point where we're out of this and moving on, it means that we're not going to have class videos up on the channel. And I apologize for that, but it is what it is. But let's talk about the lab that we're going to be starting today, Thursday, the 11th of March, and working on for today and tomorrow. It's a very easy lab. It's really simple, and I was looking for something that would fit well with the material that we're doing that doesn't jump ahead. Originally, I had a fetal changes lab planned, and that one was going to be like, we're not going to get to that until like Wednesday of next week. So to do it this early would have been really, really odd. So I'm glad that I thought of this. So let me present, and I'll show everybody exactly what we're talking about. All right, so this is the finger length lab. So it says, and let me bring this up a little bit. There have been some recent studies comparing the lengths of fingers in your hand. Some scientists think there is a connection between finger length and certain hormones you were exposed to while you were growing inside your mother. What connections are there? Your job is to figure out if there really is a connection. So that's the goal of our lab. Measure your finger lengths according to the chart below, then divide your measurements to find your FQ value. Finally, graph each of the students versus their corresponding FQ value. So to turn this lab in, you will need to communicate with some other people and find out what their measurements are. And then you're going to need to include them here. So this is not a lab that you're going to be able to do entirely solo, but I will be putting together some kind of a chart to post in the Schoology folder for it. And what you're going to be doing is we're going to need 5 males and then 5 girls. And we're going to be measuring the length of the pointer finger, the first finger, and the length of the ring finger, the third finger. I just don't have the muscle control to do that myself. And then you're going to take your pointer finger's measurement, divide it by the ring finger's measurement. You can see they have them right up here. Pointer finger, ring finger. So you're going to do your data for one of these, whether you're male or female, and then you're going to need to get other people's data to fill in the remainder. Then you're going to graph it. Now, M1, M2, M3, 4, 5, that's male 1, male 2, male 3, male 4, male 5. F is female. So this is just going to be a bar graph. And what you're going to be graphing will be that FQ value that you get in this last one. Notice the lowest that anyone's going to get is 0.7. The highest anyone's going to get is 1.3. And then you go on to answer questions. There isn't a whole lot here. There's some Regents review. And then when you get down to the third page is kind of the real world answer for this lab. What have we found by studying hormones, by studying these finger growth patterns? And it kind of explains and it gives you a little bit of a guide. It's interesting to see what kind of behavior and health impacts there are based on the hormonal impacts that we experience during development. So make sure that you stop down there to read some of that too, because it's really quite interesting. And that's the lab. Little bit of measurement, getting some other people's measurements, simple division, a graph, and then some questions. Nice and easy. So I hope that clarifies for the finger length lab. And I hope that everybody has some other people to lean on. If you're a white day person who's taking a look at this, I will be in class suggesting that you stay in class while you work on it, that people post their FQ values into the chat here in the Google Meet. And in that way, everybody should be able to fill out their data tables relatively easily. If you're purple day, I'll be doing the same thing, but we won't be doing the lab until Friday, the 12th, tomorrow. So by then, I may actually have some data already gathered for you. So ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Please, if you miss class, make sure that you go in and you read the notes, that you go over the parts, because I can't present them here. Have a great day, and I'll see you in class.